the sweet 16th year of the Real Sisters of the Diaspora Film Festival and Lecture Series. It was incredible to see, all of the things see people talking about this magnificent festival, and even more incredible to be here in the presence of greatness. That I used to host a film competition for BET, and what I always used to close every show with was the saying, "Until lions tell their own stories, tales of the hunt will glorify only the hunter." And so I just want to honor everyone who is here in this room tonight. And actually, as we begin, let's just find out really quickly who we have here. If you are a filmmaker, raise your hand. Fantastic. If you are a writer of any kind, raise your hand. Okay, excellent. Directors? Producers? All right, everybody look around, those are people with the money. Producers. We need everybody. Glam squad, hair and makeup, wardrobe. So I'm so excited. We're gonna have so much fun tonight because we are honoring wonderful, wonderful women, right? We are going to start why we are here, which is our Filmmaker Awards. And we're going to bring back Miss Rhonda Haynes, who is the curator, to present these awards. And I actually won one of your Filmmaker Awards a few years ago for Knives in My Throat. Yes, a documentary that I made. And so I'm very excited about this portion. Come on up, Rhonda.
This is one of my favorite, portions of the award ceremony. I really love this. We had over 30 films that was in the film festival, and they were all excellent, from the shorts to the narrative to an experimental film. So all of them were great, but then there were some that we just stood out, and we wanted to award those filmmakers who had some really great films. So we're going to start with Best Narrative. Deirdre Harris, What About Us? Come on down. Appreciate you with us. Would you like to say a few words?
Thank you, Rhonda. I appreciate it. Thank you, Ms. Butts and the entire staff for Real Sisters. It's been an amazing weekend. Very humbled to be here, and just as a director, it was very humbling to have the caliber actors that I had worked with. Tony Nemavoski, my daughter Jada, the amazing Jasmine Guy, and so it was just a beautiful experience, and we felt really strongly about the subject matter. So thank you for honoring us. I'm nervous, sorry.
And thank you for being a part of Real Sisters. For Best Cinematography? best cinematography, Peter Mohan, and for the director to come on down to Raquel Tresban and Brandon Reed. I love this film. It was silent a little bit. Most of it was 8 minutes long, and they did a terrific job. Present this with you. I'd like to say a few words.
Thank you so much for being part of this, having us be part of this. Coming last night and seeing the packed house for the Angela Davis film was pretty heartwarming for us to be associated with that event. So thank you so much. And this film really was the vision of the writer, whose name is Wilbert Sanchez from Mexico. He contacted me about making this film, and I made one call, and it was Raquel to direct. It was real simple, but the vision was exactly like he spelled it out for a silent film. He wrote it out as a silent film, shot for shot, and then she did the rest, putting pieces together.
And he did an excellent job. Thank you. Thank you so much. For best short,
Get clothes for her. Yes, at home. We have the flights booked. We have everything set to
I
go.
don't want to do this.
What, Asa?
Listen, ignore her. I know the man. I was married to him. Do you know the man disgraced me in public because I would not give him the
I
paperwork?
know him, Mom.
Aza, let the adults handle this, please.
Listen. I know my dad. All we have to do is make him a promise.
I want to leave with a clean slate. Kidnapping me and smuggling me out of here is not a good idea. Besides, if I leave this way, I can't come back now. Trust me. Let's talk to him, or have me talk to him alone. I can make him come round. I know what he wants.
How do we explain getting you a ticket out of the country first thing in the morning?
The lotto. You won the lottery in America.
The lotto.
You won a ticket. Oh, good
We'll tell him that Olabisi bought her the ticket from New York, knowing that the ticket is non-refundable. Maybe persuade him, and he will let the girl go. What promises are you talking about?
I'll reunite his entire family for him.
for best short, Amy Selma. Come on down, Amy. This particular film had to do with family incest, and I really commend her for doing this film. And the other one, El Camino, was about immigration. Come on down, don't be shy. You did a wonderful job, first-time filmmaker. What do you say?
You want to say a few words?
I'm kind of shaky.
Thank you for validating my existence.
For Best Documentary Award?
I feel myself sometimes in the tradition, in the old basic tradition of a traveling cultural worker. That's right, just like the troubadours crossed continents singing the things they felt and believed, that's how I often feel. To begin with, I love to travel. I love to experience new people in different places, in different ways, and to learn.
I met Audre Lorde first in Copenhagen. She was reading in the women's center there. I heard her read and afterwards answering questions, and it was a really strong experience for me. It was a kind of experience where you sort of want to capture every sentence the person says and let it sink into you and stay with you. So at the time I was teaching at the university at the Institute for North American Studies, and I walked up to her afterwards and I asked her whether she would be interested in coming to this institute as a guest professor, because I was in a position to try to organize that. And she said basically yes. And later she told me that At that time, she had thought I was a lesbian CIA agent.
Dagmar Schultz for Audre Lorde, The Berlin Years. Is anyone here for? Oh, yay! She's from Germany, so we have. Hello. Audre Lorde's daughter. Wonderful, wonderful.
Thank you so much. Ashe, to you too. I wanted to thank you, Rhonda Haynes. I want to thank you, Carolyn Butts, Abiola Abrams, who might be in the wings there, for your observations about the Lions story. And M.K. Lewis, whom I thought was wonderful, not the least of which I am a practicing OBGYN. So, you know, no bad. I have to say those observations were right on target as well. I can't tell you what an honor it is to stand here and accept the award on behalf of Dagmar Schultz and her collaborators, Ika Hugel, and the name of the other woman whose name is escaping me. This was Dagmar's vision, that she really wanted to portray my mother's last 8 years, especially the time that she spent in Berlin. She originally came to Berlin because of her metastatic breast cancer. And Germany, then as now, was way ahead in terms of cancer treatment. And M.K. Lewis's remarks about taking our bodies into our own hands might have been said as part of a comedy act, but it was what saved my mother's life. And, you know, basically when she was diagnosed with metastatic breast cancer, they told her to bend over and kiss her butt goodbye. They told her she'd be dead in 6 months. And she lived another 9 years after that. And it was some of the most productive time of her life. And her work with Afro-German women really sustained her. And I can't thank you enough for this honor. I have to say I really enjoyed the way Dagmar portrayed those years. The work with Afro-German women, but also the humor that was really part of my mother's life in the last few years. So thank you all.
And thank you.
Pardon the brief interruption, but I have been just notified that we have found Demia Johnson.
Chief, is she hurt? Where was she found?
She is being examined by a medical unit now, but there are no life-threatening injuries. I will allow Officer Jones to expand further.
What about my baby? That could have been Faith, but you didn't do anything to find her. You want a story?
Excuse me?
What about my little girl's story? Faith Gomez. She was taken from my home 6 days ago. All of this.
All of what?
I don't mean no disrespect. This isn't right. All of this and nothing for my baby.
Okay, thank you. We'll,
My daughter is missing! Do you hear me? Her name is Kimberly Rachel Fuller. She's 4 feet and 2 inches tall and weighs 60 pounds. Has brown hair and brown eyes. She was wearing blue jeans, white t-shirt, and white tennis shoes.
Deirdre Harris, What About Us? Come on down, Deirdre. Two in a row, girl. Excellent job. You're welcome. And for Best Director Award,
दिदी अब हामी घर जाँदैछौँ
तिमी अब त मेरो अनुहार नै हेर्न सकेनौ
मुख सफा गर्नु
तिमी फर्केर आउँछौ भनेर मैले सोचेकै थिइनँ
मैले आउँछु भनेकै थिएँ त
लटरी लग गई हो कि
तपाईँलाई के भएको छ
केही होइन
कौन है क्या कर रही है यहाँ
आफूले मलाई ढाड्नु भएको रहेछ उसको बिहे त भएको छैन
को हो
मैले ल्याएको तपाईँको लागि
ये आइटम लाया तू तेरे से मूर्ख लग रही है ये
For Best Director, Erin Galley and Mary Beth Dickerson. Is anyone here to accept their award? Well, it was excellent. You see how global Real Sisters is. We go around the world to get some great films. And this film was about, as you can see, young girls sold into prostitution. And they did an excellent job. But all our films, from the invited films to the films that were accepted into Real Sisters, were excellent, and we appreciate you all for being a part of it. Thank you so much.